Okay, now we'll just move on to another formation. Like I said earlier, I'm just going to give you, about 4 or 5 different formations just to give you guys an idea how we're going to line up to everything, and then throw a play in right behind there. The play that I throw in there is the top run play. So basically what I did is I took the top 5 formations that we saw, and then I, found the number 1 run play that teams were trying to run against us. Like I said, evidently they think it's maybe a soft spot or whatever. But again, I'm here to show you that we should be able to defend everything with what we're doing. Okay, nothing changed up front here. Fullback's off. If the fullback's offset to the nose, he's going to be in a 2-eye. If he's the other way, he's just going to be in a shade. 3 technique. For the most part, we're going to usually keep in a 3. Sometimes we may widen him out if the back is on his side. Rush, this is a little bit different. Okay, we got a tight end over here, kind of a nub side tight end, which doesn't mean a whole lot to him. He just knows he's got to be aligned. General rule of thumb, he's a 6 technique, which to me is just head up on the tight end, and he's still a C-gap player. If we get any type of arc release and any fullback at him, he's spilling them. It's no different as soon as that guy leaves as him being aligned out here. That's just kind of the way we look at it, but he is a C-gap player. We may adjust him out to a 9. That would be the only other place we'd adjust him. We do that more so in some one-back things, and I think we may see one of those clips here, after a couple of these. But general rule of thumb, day 1, he's playing a 6 technique just so he understands that he is a C-gap player. And even when we play him in a 9, he's a C-gap player, and I know that may seem like it's impossible, and why would you do that, but hopefully we can get a clip here where we show it makes sense. Willie Backer, nothing changes. Okay, I'm still an A-gap player. I'm reading that tandem. Mike Backer, nothing changes. I'm in a 30. Okay, I'm still a B-gap player, reading my guard. Okay, and then, like I said, I know our secondary coach, he's going to cover all these secondary fits, when we get to his portion of the video. Okay, so here's the formation we just showed you. I think we do have the fullback. I didn't draw it up the exact same way. It's just he's on the other side, but so is our front. So right here, again, we're going to be in a Ringo call. Our stud, our Mike, our end, our nose right there. Tackle's here, rush is here, Willie's here, Rover's down here. Again, we're getting that back call. So I'm not really worried about anything in the passing game other than to drop to my hash. Okay. The play we're going to get is just an ISO strong into the quote-unquote bubble, which sometimes people call the bubble, between the shade and the 5. And this is how we're going to defend it with our front here. Just give you a quick wide angle. Again, you can see the push our guys get off the ball. It's important to get those, if you can find them, get those heavy guys inside, okay, and get that line working back the other way. Okay, so just looking at it from behind, again, we're going to be getting ISO right in here, isolation on 47. With their fullback, they're going to try and block out. Again, we're playing him a little bit heavier. He's a little loose right here, but he's going to get into this guy, and he knows he can peek inside because he's got that extra hat out here with the stud. And that was a predetermined call. We make it with a bob call, and we'll touch on that in a little bit. All the bob does is just it's a butt face rule. If he's getting a face, he's going to cross it. If he's getting a butt, he can squeeze down on it. That's what we call our bob call. Just to muddy up this bubble. Here's probably the main reason we play that 2-eye, like I've been mentioning, is just to condense this B gap right here. If he's down in the shade, this thing's really going to open up. But now, since we're getting hands on the guard and that guard can't come tee off on us down in a 1 or a shade technique, we're gonna condense that gap a little bit more. We're in a 3 here, so we should be condensing any type of cutback into the A gap. But even if there is a cutback into the A gap, that's where this Willie Backer should be. Again, I know 4-3s are bumping this type of thing and knocking it to the knocking it to each linebacker. But again, you can still fit it up very good doing it with this scheme. Again, there's our 6 technique. He's going to be getting in. This is our rush backer. The stance on this is maybe a little bit different than what you saw in the last one. We square up a little bit more and just drop our inside foot. That way our power comes with us, and then our eyes are, that way I can have vision on that tackle to see what he's going to do. But essentially, I'm still a C-gap player in this look. So this is kind of what I'd call one of them stay calls. It's not necessarily ISO, So they're kind of giving zone weak, but it's a design cutback here into this B gap. Okay, just kind of try to manipulate things. Okay, but since we're playing, okay, we're getting hands on that guard. It's slowing it down a little bit with our 2-eye, and then our end's doing a really, really good job on this tackle of getting into him and then getting his hat inside and then making that thing bounce to the outside again. Bounce, bounce, bounce. This kid had to make about 2 or 3 cuts just to get to the line of scrimmage. That's what we want. We don't want things getting downhill. Willie Backer, number 43 right there. He's flying into A-gap. 3 technique. He's maybe getting a little too nosy for me. Even though this play is a cutback, he's still got to be that B-gap player. 94, our rush. He knows he's fitting into that C-gap. Rover's fitting outside in D. We're in good shape over there. But like I said, really good job by our end here. Even if that end wouldn't have been able to cross face, that stud on the outside out here, he's going to make him right, okay? Because he's essentially getting unblocked. I know the Twins wide receiver could essentially come try and dig him out, but if that's the case, it's still going to have to bounce, and that's where our free safety will be because he's reading off 2. A pretty good rep all the way around here. Pretty good execution. Good job by 47, our backer staying square, okay, and not just really turning his shoulders and getting ran by. Puts a good shot on that guy. That's what really makes a play as well. So many little things can make up a good play. I think 96, our nose, he gets a little too happy with his feet there, but it does look like zone to him, so this is kind of a tough play. Because he's trying to get his hat in that A-gap. He's not getting that true double from the center and the guard. That's a little bit easier than this. But at the end of the day, still a pretty good rep. We're in good shape on that.